Alright, so this is going to be sort of a rambling video. I don't really have a script or anything. I'm just going to go unscripted and talk about my thoughts on this whole ThunderCats Roar situation. Not so much on the cartoon itself, since it isn't out yet, but I guess the people around it and their reaction, both on the audience side and on the creator's side. Because one thing that I think is very different nowadays compared to the cartoon industry in the past is that both critics and creators have the access to social media, so they're able to put out their ideas and they get instant feedback, whether it's negative, positive, or just plain old, comments just hating on whatever they're doing or blindly praising it. And social media is a really excellent tool for that and getting, instant feedback. But it can also be, I guess, very dangerous, or not dangerous, I guess, but volatile, maybe, might be a better word. Because you're able to put out your thoughts instantly without any, real thought behind them. So you just, sit there putting out a post, not really thinking about what you're saying, and then comes a bunch of backlash because of that thought or tweet you sent out. And it causes this sort of endless loop of the creators antagonizing the audience and the audience antagonizing the creators. And I've seen a lot of that with this ThunderCats Roar trailer and images being put out there. As far as my personal feelings go, I didn't watch too much of the 80s cartoon. I watched the reruns that were on Cartoon Network, and I watched a bit of the 2011 reboot. And this new one, well, I don't really like the direction it's going in. I mean, I'll probably still watch it just to see what it's all about. Believe it or not, I did that for the Powerpuff Girls reboot. I ended up hating it, but still, I did give it a chance. I don't think this would have blown up as much if the ThunderCats Roar cartoon wasn't ThunderCats. Like, if it was its own original property, I don't think people would be that mad. And I see a lot of arguments going around from both audiences trying to defend what the creators have put out there, and the "it's not you, it's for kids" argument, which is a very, very tired argument that I hear about animated movies a lot. And there are some that I do agree with, you should wait until the final product is out before you actually start criticizing it. And maybe it's just a small minority of people that are like this, where they start antagonizing each other within the industry and also within the audience watching the cartoons. But the negativity does really tend to rise to the top. Even videos about, I guess, negative things happening within cartoons always get to the top rather than the positive stuff. That's why my videos on the Powerpuff Girls reboot and the Emoji Movie are my most viewed videos, because those are negative reviews. But there still is a lot of positive stuff going on in the industry right now, like DuckTales is an amazing reboot, and something that was just announced today, the release date for Lego Movie 2, which I'm very excited for because I love the Lego Movie. I think the main thing I want to try to say in this video is that I think people try to focus way too much on the negative and not enough on the positive when it comes to cartoons these days, I guess. I'm also guilty of doing that because I've made videos about, a Cartoon Network not caring about Adventure Time anymore, and some other stuff like that. And I'm planning on doing a video about the Reboot Guardian Code, which I haven't liked that much at all while I've been watching it. But I'm planning on doing a video on that, which is probably going to be negative. But then I just saw something I really liked, which was Agretsuko on Netflix. So I guess there needs to be a balance or something of positive and negative content when it comes to talking about cartoons. I'm not saying you have to. If you have a channel that's all about talking about bad cartoons, then yeah, go ahead, fine. But I talk about cartoons and other forms of animation because I love animation. And when I'm being negative, I feel like I'm being negative because I think that animation can do better. And it seems like certain audiences and also creators within the industry don't understand that people that criticize animation really like animation. Some of us just want to see it do better or exceed what it's done in the past. So I think that's all I have to say right now. This was just sort of a rambling video. Again, the ThunderCats Roar cartoon, I don't know what it's going to be like. I'll just have to wait until it actually comes out. Hopefully I wasn't too vague or cryptic in this video, so I hope you enjoyed it regardless. And if you'd want more videos about me rambling about certain topics, let me know down in the comments, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Well, by now we're getting a bit used to winter. We're like soldiers in the middle of a campaign, growing hardened to discomfort and better able to take